What up? What up? What's good people, man? You know, this is a happy Friday, man. Some of y'all got paid, some of y'all didn't, but it is First Friday. And on First Friday, we are about to give you the Ish That We Talk, man. Now, this is probably like the court series. We're going to give you a Diddy update. We're going to talk about Gilbert. We are going to talk about, excuse me, I was about to say always, but we don't always talk about this, man. But we're going to bring in Efi Tunde. Some things going on, and you know it will not be any Missouri slander on my show. And then also we're gonna talk about the whole Ari and Martin show. Like it's gonna be a blast, and I want y'all to be here with us because we're about to talk a lot of ish about everything going on. And as always, take care of yourself and others.
You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5-star review so we can continue to give you the Ish That We Talk. And now that is out the way, I will not act like I'm on AM fucking radio. What the fuck's the deal? All of you ugly motherfuckers. What's poppin'? I'm here with you. We here together. We gonna make this shit pop. Lindsay, what the fuck is going on? My dog.
Like, what will be a breaking point for you where you just like, you know what? I'm out.
All right. Yeah, so I was about to say this is where we asked the audience.
Yeah.
So
you already
said cheating, right?
Yeah. Cheating.
Okay.
So
Anybody
you're not giving a pass or nothing like that.
There ain't no way.
That's no way.
Do it once and do it twice. There ain't no way. You respect yourself.
So it's like if it's just cheating for her, like so if it's cheating for you the same way too? Yeah. So like if you cheat, do you feel like I need to leave this relationship?
If I would ever cheat, I would leave you first. I would leave you first.
You such a gentleman.
I do what I do.
You such a gentleman. That shit don't happen in real life, but you such a gentleman. Anything else?
In the moment.
In the moment.
That's different. I wouldn't be in the moment.
So you wouldn't put yourself in the moment. I got you.
Yeah. Like make it make sense. Like, cause what's the moment?
When I decide it's the moment, it's the moment.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? If I never say to myself like, I should probably get out of here.
So like, do the whole time you just like, oh no, this cool. This ain't. We just chilling. She just want to rub my back. That's cool. Ain't nobody tripping. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, okay. Oh, all right. You ain't got to kiss my neck. That's okay. Cool. This is not the moment yet.
Not yet.
It's not the moment yet.
I didn't do it.
So it's like, now my pants is down. This is.
If she pulls them down.
Oh, this ain't the moment. This ain't the moment. This ain't the moment.
She did it.
This ain't the moment. So when is the moment? When you're done, you're like, oh, yeah, this is the moment.
Just said, bro. I'm like, oh. I was supposed to go to the store. I was gone for 2 hours. That shit.
I had to go get my bro,
That's
right?
The moment, yep.
That's the moment.
That's the moment.
Okay, so that's your.
What you
So this is cheating for you. Like if she cheats, oh hell no. But like I just had to wait on the moment. Like no. That's like the moment. That wasn't the moment. No, she sucked my d- I didn't ask for it.
I don't say the words.
It's like, no, I didn't know. You know when I feel something wrong, baby, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. When she was like, I was like, maybe it's time for me.
Ain't no restaurateur gonna run up on Keith Lee. Let's just end that shit right there. Y'all talk a lot of shit, but y'all not about to run up on. Ain't nobody about to run up on him, slap no food out his face, and tell him, bitch, what? Like that's just not gonna happen to you in no way, shape, possible.
So Saucy Santana got in on it. He pretty much was like, tag me in. And he snapped on DJ Academics and told him to pull up. He was like, go to my page. We got all kinds of bookings. We outside. Come pull up at one of the bookings, you know, and I'll beat your motherfucking ass.
Saucy Santana just doesn't look like the homosexual man that you gonna hit, and he look like that dude off of Low Down Dirty Shame. He ain't about to grab his face and be like, "Oh, Bernard."
Him, you slut.
Bernard.
He about to beat the dog shit out of you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm laughing because it's gonna be so funny because you're gonna see a dude massively beating the shit out of a man with an open fist, and you gonna hear bitch. What up, man? I'm supposed to have another person here. They about to roll in right now, but you know what this is. This is the Itch We Talk. What's up, everybody? I am Lily. Y'all know who I am. I am the black smoking, joints toting, beer drinking, bad MO that you see in front of you. I've had a long day, y'all. That wasn't me saying stuff for nothing. My son's in the background having a blast. So if you hear that, that's my son. We're going live, and I'm not going to edit any of this. And that's the beautiful thing about it. I am with the phenomenal co-host, the lady that pushes the bells and the whistles. Without her, it would not be me. And that is the honest to God truth. Y'all would not hear me on the interwebs at all if it was not for this phenomenal person that you see right in front of you. So I want you to give a round of applause for Lindsay.
Hello, how's it going?
And again, this is the Itch That We Talk. We got the pleasantries out the way about all of the streaming platforms that we on, but I want you to go to YouTube, hit the like and subscribe. And I also want to give a big shout out to my Twitch and my TikTok followers. Please continue to follow and every time that we're on here, give us a like and subscribe. I'm talking about please continue to let us talk the Itch That We Talk. Now, with all that out the way, Lindsay, how's your wealth? How's your health? What's going on, my dog? I know you have been bummed out about some things that has been happening recently. Do you care to share?
No, I don't. Nope, not at all. But I'm still here.
Boom.
Here.
Boom.
Here.
Boom.
I'm still here.
There you go.
So yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. I am trying my best to maneuver through the work environment, and I've been trying to make sure that I am savvy in this. We're going through a lot of change in my employment. I'm glad that I am a top tier individual in this employment, but at the same time, it has been once I've realized that the place that I have in there, I've became a big old target because now some people are looking at me like, how dare he get this position? And I'm just doing my gosh darn best.
Yeah. Doing the best with what you got.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
some people don't like that. Some people want you in one place, and then when they see you excelling and learning more, that's when they be like, who's that nigga on that nair? And that's what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. People suck. Like they don't want to see you shine. Or excel, or be better.
And for me, it's totally fine because my favorite thing to tell people: you can suck the back of this dick.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, because I'm just do what I'm doing.
How do you get to the back?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think that every time, like that would be kind of awkward. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, unfortunately, people suck. So
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But it's okay because what I do in life, I understand that some people suck. But the people that I actually do this for are the best people in the world. So I'm not gonna let sucky people stop
Yeah.
me from doing the things that I do for the people that I actually do work for.
Right. Right. And that's the goal. That's why you're there. Outside of getting paid, of course.
Right.
You know. So yeah. So hopefully we have better days on the horizon. You
They
know.
definitely coming. They
Yeah.
definitely coming. Oh, this is just a, like a preacher say. This is just the storm, y'all.
Right.
We just gotta wade through the storm.
Right. Joy comes in the morning. You know. You got to see the rainbow. You got to get through the storm to get to the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So. But yeah, are you ready to get into these topics?
Let's get into these topics.
Right. So let's do something a little different this time. Let's go on ahead and start with our Diddy update.
Diddy update, bam. He just went to jail. Boom. Diddy update, boom. He ain't get no bail. Diddy update, boom. He don't give a fuck because he
Not
in
really.
there with some people that he want to see. Fucking Cassie, I don't know, like shit, whatever. Like it is what it is.
So, a couple things now. He tried to get out of jail again. They tried to do another bail offer. It got denied again. And they also are trying for either a new trial or acquittal. For the charges he did get convicted of.
Right.
So, of course, the other charges he was found not guilty on. There's no, like, we're good there, you know. So, and the one that he did get found guilty of is the Mann Act. So they're like looking at it, saying that pretty much he was the John. He did not engage in sexual intercourse with the prostitutes. And so nobody has been incarcerated for this period of time in his position under the Mann Act. So, and I've heard the legal counsel as well pretty much say that they did not use this law properly when they were charging him, especially given his position in the situation, because he wasn't the pimp, he wasn't the prostitute, he was the John, and then he didn't even engage in the sexual activity. So yeah, they are requesting either a new trial or just acquittal altogether. Um, of course, the sentencing is October 3rd, and I don't believe we've heard an answer on if they will do a new trial or acquittal. So we will be anticipating the answer on that. Um, and also, Trump is pretty much considering a pardon. And they're thinking that his mindset is depending on what the sentence is on if he will go ahead and do a pardon. However, they were, friendly in the past, but Diddy did speak out against him during his campaign. So he's looking at that as well, as a factor on if he'll go ahead and do it or not, which shouldn't be a factor, but you know who we're talking about. So yeah.
If Trump pardons Diddy, Diddy is truly a fed.
I wouldn't go that far and say he's a fed. Given the fact that Trump himself is a convicted felon, I think he got like his middle finger to the establishment. So I can definitely see him partying him as part of that middle finger to the establishment.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, you're not. I can't say you're wrong because, yeah, he has actually just been doing that's how he got a lot of his black supporters, because a lot of them was
Mhm.
like, yeah, this felon is rising to power. But
Mhm.
at the same time, it's like Trump's as much as if we don't like Trump, Trump is always on his side. And for somebody to not to be on his side, like I don't see the gain into pardoning Diddy.
It's not really no gain. Um, it's not a gain or a loss, to be honest, because he can't run again unless he figure out a way to run again.
He's
That's
not.
reason,
He
yeah,
can't. There's no way. He's just gonna put us in war where he can't leave his seat.
yeah, and but he does. Well, my point is that he doesn't need votes, so he doesn't need to like kiss a certain demographics ass, you know. So that's the reason why I'm saying like it will be a middle finger to the establishment for him to pardon Diddy, and I can see him doing that for that reason alone, just out of
Oh,
spite. You know what I'm saying?
okay. Okay. So now I get what you're saying. He's just like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm good with pedophiles and nasty niggas.
right.
Yep.
Well, we don't want to say that word, remember?
Excuse me, PDF files.
But yeah, I can see him doing that just on the strength of being spiteful. Um, and it could be other reasons why he would do it, and it could be no reasons why he would do it, and then it could be he's not gonna do it. You know, we just never know with Trump. You know, and then also, um, not only are they seeking a pardon, but they're also seeking I forgot what it's called, but it's to convert your sentence. So again, we have to wait for the sentence. But if they end up giving him some real time for this, then his people would either request a pardon, or if he doesn't want to do a pardon, to try to convert his sentence, so that either way, so that he can get out at the end of the day. Because again, this is his first conviction. People don't really serve real time for this conviction.
Mm-hmm.
So if they throw the book at him, it's gonna look like he was a big target. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we know of him, doing other things, but he hasn't been charged and convicted for those other things. He's been charged and convicted for the Mann Act. So he needs to be sentenced accordingly and historically. So,
100% agree.
yeah.
As
So,
one thing, as much as y'all know, I'm not on this whole behalf. I'm not on Diddy's side.
mhm.
But what I will say off the flip, to just keep it totally 100, is that Mann Act, if we're going to go tier by tier, law by law, no one ever said that he was actually engaging. So it's that catch-22. It's like, he should go to jail for some shit, but he can't go to jail for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like, you can hate me all you want for that, but that's just the honest to God truth.
Yeah. And that's some real shit. And I feel, which I'm sure I'm not alone in this, I feel like that's the reason why he is still in jail. Because this is such a non-factor type of conviction that he should have went home and awaited sentencing.
Dwight Griswold said, "Not for watching. You not for watching the Diddy trial." We did. It was crazy. It was wild.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not for watching us, then I'm sorry, you don't have to come here, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on now. That's our little update. So of course we will see what's going on in the next couple months. We have 2 months till the sentencing.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it'll be interesting what they do. That Mann Act was established to be racist and has been used to be racist. So
Yeah, and
and
if
they
y'all
tried
don't know what the
them.
Man Act is, we're not gonna go into details, but look it up. It
No.
all started from a superior black man
Hmm.
who was parading around white women in the 20s and 30s.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think like maybe like only one white famous person got convicted under that, but it's for the most part been black men with non-black women.
Nah, exactly.
So,
The white Chris Will said, "No, I'm talking about Diddy. He's watching us.
oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not here for the day. You just like me again. It's one of those things. Again, I'm never going to be on that. Like I've been on this, and I stand 10 toes down on this. I'm never gonna say that Diddy should not go to jail for certain things that he done.
Hmm.
But I will say that what they're charging him with, compared to what he should have got charged with, that's false.
Yeah.
And you got to call a spade a spade.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much agreed.
Yeah, you got to
Um,
call a spade a spade.
yeah. So we have Bonnie watching. She says, "Hello, everyone." Hi, Bonnie. That's my cousin. She's en route to Kansas City for our family reunion picnic tomorrow. So
What's
safe
up,
travel.
Bonnie?
Yeah, safe travels. So yeah, yeah. So I don't have too much to say about it. I mean, it should that that particular law should no longer be a law. And I
Yeah, that
believe
shouldn't
that
be a
some
man.
people, yeah, I believe that some people are in agreement of that and they're trying to remove it from being a law, you know. But as racist as this country is, I can't see them removing it, especially on those grounds.
Yeah,
But we shall see.
it shouldn't be a thing. And like we've been saying through the whole trial, because I can honestly say this. Like again, I'll just sound like a broken record. Yeah, things that Puffy have done, he should go to jail for. I've seen people go to jail for less. But what I'm saying right now is if you got a woman that wants to do these things to other people, like yeah, that you can't put the man law on. Now what you could do, if the smart thing for them to have done is charge him just with prostitution, because he was paying people to go out of state to do those things. It's a whole ball game that they're really like jumbling and fumbling with,
Yeah,
that we're all looking at like on the outside looking in, because like I'm not a lawyer, Lindsay's not a lawyer, but we know people that been through a lot of shit where we be like, this shit sticks, but this doesn't.
hmm yeah. I think the reason why they chose the Mann Act was because of it being a Fed case. I think prostitution is basically a state charge. So they couldn't just charge him with just prostitution. And then again, like he did not engage in any sexual acts with the prostitutes,
Yeah.
so he didn't attempt to engage in any acts with the prostitutes. He only paid them, and then he didn't even pay them directly. He paid them like third party.
And so this is why, again, where they should have stuck more to the laws, because some of that money was from Bad Boy money. So
Mhm.
they should have stuck better to the laws instead of trying to just incriminate him as a pariah.
Yeah.
They should have just stuck to the laws. If they'd have stuck to the laws, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
Yeah. So yeah,
Dwight Criswell said, "Yeah, that boy slick. That boy is fed." That again, my opinion, that boy is fed. And the only reason why I say that is because, like I told you, I started watching those old Kanye interviews when he was going on his rants, and I'm quick to tell everybody on this podcast, you done heard this from me a couple of times. A broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah. I think Kanye is not a broken clock. I think he's a malfunctioning clock. So he's right more than twice a day.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Because I'm like, yeah, you can't say he wrong on some shit that he didn't say.
Right.
What he done said is wrong. Hands down. But some of the shit that he been saying is 100% accurate.
Right. He says things that make you go,
Man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically our Diddy update.
My man said he working with them people. That's why he just now getting caught up. I believe that. I believe that too.
Or he pissed them people off. One or two.
Yeah.
One or two. So yeah.
They said, stop buying all that baby oil. And he said, take that. And they sent his ass to court.
Right. Pretty much. So yeah. Moving on. Our legal episode. Shannon Sharpe. So, couple things happened
this whole time you talking about it too.
Goodness gracious. Nice. So yeah, a couple things happened with Shannon Sharpe this week. He lost his job with ESPN. And this is after he settled with the white girl for that $50 million lawsuit. It's reported that he settled for $23 million, and he retired her from OnlyFans. So yeah, he was supposed to go back to ESPN after taking a hiatus because of that lawsuit. He was supposed to go back around this time because he was coming back right before preseason. And ESPN said, you know what, that's okay. So he lost his job with ESPN. What has also happened this week is a lawsuit that actually was filed in April has come to light this past week against Shannon Sharpe, the Nightcap, and Ocho Cinco. And this is a lawsuit filed by a young lady that was in that viral video with Usher at his concert. There was a particular segment of his shows where he would go around to the audience and he would serve women cherries. There was this one particular young lady where they had a very, very, very close and intimate exchange.
Oh, not to cut you off. Another person said, yeah, that boy paid her off and it made him look bad.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, they had this very intimate exchange. And the exchange was recorded and it went viral. A lot of people were talking about it. And two of the people that were talking about it was Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharpe on the Nightcap. They also reported that this lady was married and she was going through a divorce because of this viral video. In fact, this lady was not married at all. This lady also is a proponent for homeschool, and she was like over like the #1 homeschool program in the country. One of the things that is part of her story when she does advocate for homeschooling is that she's a single mother. So because of this viral video and because of the incorrect information that was told on the nightcap as fact, her reputation and her business has kind of taken a hit. She described that she was in a meeting, and when the meeting started, there was some men in the meeting that kind of confronted her because of the misinformation that was told on the nightcap. So she tried to like go on news programs and stuff to talk about the viral clip and what have you. And she did, tell publicly that she is in fact not married, wasn't going through a divorce at the time or anything of the sort. However, that's a huge platform. And when you're on a huge platform, you really got to watch what you say. And so she reached out to them on numerous occasions, requested for them to take down that part and to make a public apology and correct the information publicly. They never corrected the information publicly. They took down the clip off of YouTube, but they kept it up on Apple Podcasts up until recently. So yeah, you were able to listen to the clip. And because, some people were kind of like, okay, well, maybe they were playing. But no, they weren't playing. If you listen to the clip, they were reporting it as fact. There was no playing involved. So, like I said, she is suing for $20 million. Yeah, it's a defamation lawsuit. She's pro se, which means that she's not represented by an attorney. But yeah, she probably don't need an attorney for real, because
she don't need a
she has
public opinion and records. It's gonna get her some money regardless.
Exactly. I've heard that legal experts are thinking that she may settle for like $75,000 or something like that. I guess it's like typically what these type of cases go for. But we shall see. When you sue somebody, you aim high and then they aim low and you meet somewhere in between. So we shall see. What are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts is, young lady, don't settle for anything that don't start generational wealth.
Agreed.
Period. Now I'll say that if he can pay a OnlyFans model into retirement, he can definitely pay you into generational wealth. And that's not me shooting down a black man. So before anybody says anything crazy to me about anything, I will say this. Your way of not being disciplined got you caught up in some crazy things. And you were able to settle. And you need to settle with that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no way you should be like, oh, nah, I'm not giving her a penny.
Yeah. Excuse
me. You definitely put a disdain on her character.
Yeah.
You basically outright lied. It is because you were lacking information. This is the thing that they always talk about podcasts and people like us all the time. Sometimes we get false information. The thing about that is the reason why people get the sue and it sticks is because don't nobody come and correct that shit. You got to learn how to take accountability. Yeah. Y'all not taking accountability for it. So yeah, listen, you got a woman who looks good on pictures, but really is shaped like a boy, retirement money. And so this lady should at least get generational wealth. That's that. I'm saying.
I agree. You know, this ain't got nothing to do with shooting no black man down, because at the end of the day, that's a black woman that they were shooting down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not. I want to be completely clear when we say these things,
Mm-hmm.
and know what I'm saying, and how we address these things. Because I'm not downplaying Shannon Sharpe.
Mm-hmm.
I think Shannon Sharpe is a phenomenal athlete. I think he's a phenomenal person. I think he's one of those people that folks listen to. But what I think is Shannon Sharpe let his debaucheries outweigh who he is, and it's catching up to him. And the downfall is everything that he put his business to is becoming affected.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? You know, everything that he got business in is becoming affected because you're not disciplined enough to tell yourself, hey man, let me safeguard this. And it's funny because people have been telling him this, and he's looked a blind eye to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna piggyback off of a lot of people, but it's the honest to God truth. Cat Williams and Monique have been that told him on his podcast, watch yourself.
Yeah.
And he just played that shit off like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, Cat.
Yeah. So the best thing, and I'll just stick to Cat. When Cat told him his alliance to losers is crazy, he should have took heed to that. Because Cat is 5'3" and maybe $165. He told that man that shit to his face, so you know he meant it. Cat Williams got beat up by a 13-year-old, and he said that shit to a man that could literally put him in his pocket.
Yeah.
So if he say that to you, he ain't saying it because he trying to diss you. He's saying that because I need you to get back over the fuck here, my nigga.
Yeah. Right. Quit playing.
Yeah.
Quit playing. Because at the end of the day, you have a big platform, and you have positioned yourself to be a voice for the people. You need to act as such. You know, it sucks and it's unfortunate that we live in a society where outside of white people, when you are a person that's of a particular race, you're looked at as the representative of that race.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, life isn't fair. And as much as I advocated for that not to be the case, especially when I was in college, I used to argue about that or debate. I wouldn't argue, I was debating against that. But it is what it is. That's society we live in. You know what I'm saying?
The White Criswell said, this is how the Diddy trial got started, trying not to pay out. You're exactly right, because he tried to play that role. Then he said on there, he's like a big kid. He thinks he knows everything and can't be touched.
Yep.
Yeah, and he thought that shit, and he's superiorly touched by that.
Yeah.
So,
he's realizing that fat meat is fat meat is greasy. You know what I'm saying? So
he thought he blew up when he was like, you know, how dare you, Skip? Skip, right. I got 2 Super Bowl rings, Skip.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, you got it's Shade Podcast, what, and all of that shit where you were being everybody that everybody loved about Shannon, you were being, and then all of a sudden you turned around and was like, yeah, I want this white young woman to spit in my mouth and call me niggle and call me a monkey. I can't wait to put that black baby in me. Like all of that shit you was on, this is evident. And she turned around and said, yeah, nah, I'm gonna get some money out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. you know, and it just, I mean, shit, it is what it is. She found a sucker and she licked that motherfucker. Like,
And Monique told him, "Be careful, beloved.
yeah, yeah.
Be careful."
He's been warned on and off camera.
So
And,
ain't no telling what she's seen
right,
before that podcast started.
right, right. And I'm sure they're not the only ones that have been like, yo, are you sure about this? You know what I'm saying?
In here
Watch
talking
yourself.
country and like Mike Tyson, I got the thumb bit that's about to come over here and fuck this dick. Like watch yourself. Watch yourself, man.
Right, right. Like it's crazy. It's crazy that we have countless examples on why this is not a good idea. And motherfuckers don't care. Shit. They want to figure it out on their own why this ain't a good idea. And your reputation is dwindling behind this. And your jobs are leaving behind this. Like, it's not worth it. And especially when you talk about that OnlyFans model, like OnlyFans, let's just start there. OnlyFans model, you're losing jobs behind. OnlyFans model.
OnlyFans. Again, like I said last week, and I will say the same thing over and over and over again. Shannon, in your old age, and I'm not saying that I'm downplaying your old age, but in your old age, Shannon, do you know you have a bunch of women in your age bracket that would have did all of that shit to you that work at Kinko's? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, OnlyFans models are only looking for a come up. And it's no downplay to OnlyFans models. Every OnlyFans model that is listening to my podcast, I respect everything that y'all do, but I do know it's a play. Everything that y'all do is a play, and I know that. So when y'all get a celebrity, it's a play. Like, it's a play because you know you can't even. Let's just be frank with this. It is not any celebrity, basketball, entertainment, music, whatever you want to think about it. It is not any of them that is going to put you on the red carpet. So you know it's a play when they come to you. So because I know that and you know that, I don't understand why individuals like Shannon Sharpe is not wise enough to say, hey, you know, maybe I'll dabble, but I'm not about to be on no extra with this.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never gonna tell you to not dabble with OnlyFans. 9 times out of 10, all of these women that you're gonna meet nowadays in your caliber, if you meet 10 women, 3 of them motherfuckers got an OnlyFans. What I'm telling you is some of that shit you need to be mindful of. You need to take heed to that shit. And again, it's a lady right now in administration that works at a brewing company that would have did everything that you wanted her to do and not fucking blast you out. And her kids are grown, and she wouldn't even have asked for that. She would have just been like, make sure my car note is paid, and you would have got to do everything you wanted to do to Mama Michelle. Like, you were tripping. You were tripping, dude. Like that was he definitely all of this is on Shannon. I don't care. Anybody you can defend him all you want, and I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody else. Argue with your mama, don't argue with me.
Is this even defensible?
You know somewhere niggas find a way.
That's just one that you gotta let that shit go. Like, that's just one that
There's no way to defend this.
Yeah.
The only way you could ever defend this is if that young woman was actually taking care of Shannon and he actually was abusing her.
Yeah.
That's the only way but you can't do that because that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So let's just call a spade a spade. You did that to yourself, my dude. Like, period. Hate to say it, but like, you reap what you sow. and people was telling you to be careful. People saw you doing this
Right.
and told you to be careful. And you said, nah, y'all just mind y'all own business. Y'all mind y'all own business like Skip mind his own business. Don't fuck with me no more. I'm going to do my thing. Wow. And now your ass is broke.
Oh, he's definitely leading that way. And it really sucks that all of this is happening this week, because this is the week his brother is being inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, and I'm glad you said that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So it really sucks because it is overshadowing that. And this is like the first time ever that two brothers are in the Hall of Fame. So yeah.
But you can't, your insecurities and whatever happened to you as a kid got you caught up.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I know I'm cracking jokes, but I'm not downplaying you. I really want you to seek counseling on why that's the type of person that you seek for sexual comfort.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things because you got, again, it's outweighing what's actually happening. You know, it's outweighing what's actually happening. We, you know how they be like, where the government tries to give you all these distractions. No, this ain't the government, bro. This is just you. Now, if I was your brother, I'd be like, God damn, like, fam, what was you even thinking about? Because we live in a world where everybody is connected now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? Like, unintentionally, you took something from the not only me, the family.
Yeah.
That was gonna be a family thing. And now, even saying that, let's just keep this 100, because I'm glad you said it when you started. You retired a little bitty boy built bitch before you retired your family.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So that lets you know right then and there, you wouldn't even, your priorities was wrong in the first place.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Because ain't no way in the world I'm gonna pay a white woman $23 million when my family, I got cousins that still work.
Yeah.
Like, let's put this in perspective, y'all.
Yeah.
I got enough money to pay this white woman $23 million, but I ain't got enough money for Jacob to not clock in at Walmart every day.
Right.
But that's my literal first cousin. He take pictures of us at the barbecue at Mama house. And I ain't even made sure he was cool. These are things we have to be looking at as people, though, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have y'all quarrels. Y'all gonna be mad at each other. But I'd rather pay a dude that's my blood than somebody who is about to spend that money on someone else.
Yeah. But yeah, so we shall definitely stay updated on this new lawsuit that's coming after the podcast and nightcap altogether. Because this is pretty interesting. I feel like the lady definitely has a case.
Oh, she do.
Yeah, especially when I heard that clip when he reported what was going on, what he thought was going on, and how that is completely not the case. And it'd be one thing if she worked at T-Mobile, that's not going to directly affect her job. But the fact that what she does and the platform that she built and how she really was confronted because of the shit that they said, you got to run me my coins.
Oh yeah, and she was gonna vastly take care of things. Like I said, and I'll stand on this, and I'll keep standing on this. You don't settle until you get generational wealth.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. And and on top of that, like, she asked numerous times, and y'all just ignored her. Like, she asked y'all numerous times, clear this shit up. Clear it up. And y'all ignored her. So what y'all can't ignore is this lawsuit.
All right.
So
Nigga, you just paid Peter Pan $23 million, nigga.
not Peter.
All I need is enough money to invest and make sure my kids is cool. So
Okay.
that's I want at least 5.
Right. And I feel like it would be deserved. I do. So yeah.
I ain't saying break Shannon. I ain't saying like make him in poverty. I'm just saying like, yeah, now you're just a regular millionaire, sir.
Yeah, right. You're gonna have to really rebuild to come back from this shit.
And it's not no one's fault but yourself.
But yourself. 100%. 100%. So yeah. That's Shannon Sharpe, and the Nightcap podcast as a whole. Shout out to Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, because
he's getting
Chad
he's
getting no strays, but from this, and that's crazy. Dwight said it's because he ain't been that guy before. He's a nerd with money and power, and he lost his mind. I can believe that.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
Yeah,
and the only reason why I say I can believe that is because I grew up in a generation where OGs used to tell me, it don't matter how much money a man make, it don't take the bitch out of him.
Oh yeah. It don't matter how much power a man has. It don't take the bitch up out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I.e. all those fucking cops that are pricks. So yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, so that's Shannon Sharpe. The next one, let's go on ahead and talk about Cash Out. So Cash Out. If that name does not ring a bell, excuse me, I bet his song does.
Before you get started, for my people that are liking us on TikTok, hit those likes. I'm shameless, but I'm just gonna say it and keep it 100. The more and more you hit those likes, the more and more people engage. So hit those likes. I shouldn't be the only one liking my own things. Hit those likes and get other people to watch.
Right. I don't even know how to like my own shit. So,
oh man, nah, just tap your shit. Just keep tapping your shit.
Just tap it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I be tapping the shit out of my shit.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah. So yeah, his song should be familiar if the name isn't familiar. He had the song Cashing Out, which was a big hit. I think it went #1. And that was like in 2011, 2012, something like that. That's the song they go, got a condo around my neck, and I'm cashing out.
Yeah, that was a bop.
Yeah, right with that Nina. Keisha, smoking on Keisha. So yeah, and then he had She Twerking. She's twerking. She's twerking. She's twerking. She's twerking. So yeah, he had a couple of hits, but yeah, that Cashing Out was huge. Well, he will be making music at the penitentiary near you. So he
don't do that, man. Like, God dang.
And
you R. Kelly that nigga. I want a cookie.
Right. Man, that prison talent show is gonna be off the chain.
Dude.
So but what we're being funny, but the charges aren't funny. He actually got life plus 70 years for these charges. And it's his mama, who looks like his older sister. And
that's crazy. When I seen that, I was like, oh, I would have slid your mom.
Yeah. I remember seeing her back when he was a thing. And I was like, when she have him when she was 10?
Man.
Yeah. So
no disrespect, but I'm just saying, if she would have threw it, I would have caught it.
Yeah. I mean, I would have understood because yeah. Anyway, so yeah, him, his mama, and his cousin, they all went down for this charge that they got convicted of. They got convicted of the RICO Act, rape and grape and sex trafficking.
We both screwed up twice.
We did. Shit, you know, we'll get better next time. Like this one's a wrap. But yeah, so yeah, they got a RICO charge, grape and sex trafficking. He got, yeah, like I said, he got life plus 70 years. His cousin pretty much got the same thing, and his mom got 30 years. This trial had witnesses that did take the stand. A lot of them did make impact statements. A couple of them read them at sentencing. A lot of people have been talking about the sentencing because Cash Out was not remorseful in his statement.
Yeah.
Neither was his cousin. The mom, however, her statement, she just, pretty much talked about how she was sorry and how she prayed for everyone involved and how she's doing better with her life and whatnot. So if she wasn't crying, it sounded like she was fighting back tears. Because from the video, you can't see their faces when they're giving their statements. But yeah, Cash Out just pretty much was like, this is not me. Everybody that was around me was not forced to be there. And the cousin, his whole stance was that I barely was around. I barely had anything to do with anything. That was his whole defense. I was low on the totem pole of all of this shit, So yeah. It sounds pretty bad. Like they were talking about how pretty much they were selling these women, and then some of the victims were also witnesses to the mama being involved in the prostitution part. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's
They were saying that he was kind of like trying to use his celebrity status to coerce the women. They were saying that he was like targeting women who were down in their luck or may have had like sketchy backgrounds. Like with when I say sketchy backgrounds, it's a variety of things. Like they could have had like legal issues. They could have had like romantic issues, and he was preying on these type of women, playing on those issues to infiltrate their world to get them to be a part of this ring. He was making promises. Some of them he made promises to help them get their kids back. Some of them he made promises to be in a relationship. And like I said, he was, targeting these type of women that were vulnerable and will be easily coerced into this world. And so, yeah, but he's saying that wasn't the case. He's still on that wasn't the case, and he didn't do nothing wrong. So, but when they read them charges, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
And they were life sentences. They were 20-year sentences. Like they were running them consecutively. So he is going to spend the rest of his life and afterlife in jail. Like he's not getting out at all. which, you know, is unfortunate because, you know, he has kids that are going to be out here without a father. You know, his cousin too. His cousin has kids as well. That
That's
would
what
be
I'm
out here.
saying. Like, just imagine dying and then, you know, going to wherever you go at, and they like, yeah, we about to put you over here though. You're like, what? Like, oh no, you still got to serve this shit.
Right. Right. So
That's exactly what they gave him.
basically, that's basically what it is. Like he's gonna have to serve his natural born life and afterlife in
Yeah, you
jail.
know how preachers be like, you know, it's streets paved in gold and it's mansions everywhere. You gonna walk in and be like, oh, this is real dope, and they gonna be like, oh yeah, hey bro, you
Right.
gonna go over there. You know, like, what's over there? Nothing. Nothing. Like,
Right. You know,
let's
we
be
got
over
all
here
these
for a minute.
right. We got all these streets paved in gold. Guess who made the streets, bruh? Like we're gonna put you on a chain gang and have your ass working.
There you go.
Like,
Just imagine that. Just imagine
man,
you out there making a mansion for Trump.
man, Lord have mercy.
That's
Lord
blasphemy
have mercy.
right there.
Yeah.
Jeez, right.
Yeah. 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 Right. So
no, no downplay to Cash Out or any of those victims.
yeah.
But to be 100, I will say this, because I did have a little time to like kind of deep dive into that, and one thing I will say is this: I do believe at one point, his people were involved in things that were way bigger than him. Real shit. I really do think it was way bigger than Nino Brown. They just decided to go after Nino Brown. Like, and I think that's what happened. And will I say he's railroaded? No. He's not railroaded at all because he wanted to do he allowed it to happen, and he continued to do it.
Yeah.
The whole thing in a nutshell, when it's all said and done, is he was supposed to get time. He got time on top of time because whatever organization he was in, they made sure that they were taken care of, and he was a fallout. Like, I not downplaying rappers or saying rappers are not intelligent enough to do this. What I will say is, if you have something like that happening and a ring going on that big, you would not be continuing to be the face of it. It would have been spread it out. You would have never got touched that fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. But I do believe the powers that be and the people that was actually making sure things was happening, they made sure he was a fallout guy. And that's the problem. I tell people all the time, make sure you're not the person looking a blind eye.
Yeah.
Because when you're looking a blind eye, you become the scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's exactly what happened to him. Will I say everything he was doing was right? The fuck no. I will 100% stand on. He knew what was happening. He just didn't know it was that big.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know that's very well possible. You know, that's very well possible. But you know, you run that risk when you engage in these type of activities. So
And that's the problem with that. That's the problem with not only black people, because it's not just us, but that's the problem with people that don't want to put in the hard work to actually enjoy the fruits of their labor. When they want to see things happen too fast, and you start taking advantage of people. We're seeing the results of when you're taking advantage of people, and when Big Brother is now watching you, and these little people are actually keeping evidence. Now you're seeing what happens when you don't pay attention to business.
yeah,
You know, and we can say all that, like we can talk about S trafficking. We could talk about P-tuition. We can talk about all that. The whole thing in a nutshell is when you don't pay attention to what you're doing and you think, oh, nah, this is safe because such and such, or my homeboy got this situated, that's how you get caught up.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that's what happened to that man.
Yeah. I mean, I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
Because I was deep diving into it, and I was trying to look at that trial, and I'm like, the only thing that I respect is they didn't mention nobody else's name, and they wanted to.
Yeah.
They really did want to,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a situation of, for me, in my opinion, it was a situation of, if I start mentioning names, then it's a possibility I'm gonna be in danger.
Yeah, or my people maybe.
Yeah, or my people maybe.
Yeah.
Because the cousin, truth be, when I was looking at that stuff with his cousin, truth be told, he was really a low man on the totem pole.
Mm-hmm.
This really wasn't. No, he wasn't doing. I won't say he wasn't doing anything because I wasn't there. He wasn't making the money that they were trying to act like he was just holding the ring down on side of cash out. Like, that wasn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the case at all. But this is gonna be one of those things where I promise y'all, and mark my words on this. Timestamp me. 5, 10, maybe 12 years from now, they're going to be finding other evidence about certain shit and bringing this shit back up.
Mm.
Just because don't nobody want to spend 130 years in jail. They're going to fight this. They're going to be those dudes in there pro bono trying to fight that shit.
Yeah.
Trust me, and we going to find some new evidence.
It's very well possible.
For years and years and years and years on time.
Yeah.
Now, when they get out, I don't know. But somebody is going to unearth where they really wasn't the people that you were supposed to go after.
Yeah.
Like, they were supposed to do some time. They ain't supposed to do the time that they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never going to say they don't, you know me, I stand up for the people, and I say you knock down monsters. And I also say monsters is the people that turn a blind eye.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you're supposed to go to jail. Not that long, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I mean, we shall definitely see 5, 10 years down the line. We'll see. You know, but for right now, they gone.
They gone. I'm talking about gone. I'm talking about if they ain't got nobody that care about them, I'm talking about they gone forever. Like you never gonna hear you never gonna hear Cash Out no more.
No.
You never gonna. Even while they was going through this trial, I can say honestly, I've been to a spot. She working. She twerking. Because that shit's popping still.
Yeah.
That shit about to be null and void. If don't nobody keep fighting, that shit about to be null and void.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, because they don't do black folks or black artists like they do white artists. They keep playing their music, even when they do some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
They'll totally eliminate them. Case in point, you don't hear Initiative no more on motherfucking radio.
No, you don't.
You'll hear Jerry Lee Lewis Great Balls of Fire, even though you know he was fucking his 14-year-old cousin.
Yep, you will.
So like let's just call it what it is. You know, they try to erase us. That's just what they do.
Yeah, that is definitely agreed. But yeah, so you know, that's Cash Out. So next up is Gilbert Arenas. So Gilbert Arenas this past week was arrested for having an illegal gambling operation. And, you know, his stance is that he rented the house. Like, it wasn't him. He just rented the house. But from what I understand is that they actually was like looking at somebody else. And
Yes.
yeah, and with looking at that other person, it unearthed a few things, which one of them being this illegal gambling operation. And he was a part of it allegedly. So yeah. So now it's making the headways that, Mr. Arenas was arrested for this. Now, I don't know if anybody knows who Kwame Brown is. Have you heard of Kwame Brown?
I know exactly who Conway Brown is.
Okay.
Number 1 draft pick? What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And they call him a bust whenever
They
they
called
want
him
to
a
talk about
bust.
whenever they want to talk about a bust, he's like example one.
And he was not a bust. I'll tell everyone, he was not a bust. People don't understand how to build people. And they didn't know how to build Kwame.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't a bust. He was an amazing ball player.
Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about.
No, that's not what we're talking about. Kwame is a key. If anybody knows about his YouTube existence, he is really a key. Like, he gets on YouTube and says whatever he wants. He does not care. And he's pretty clever. He's pretty witty.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. And Kwame he reminds me of a dude where if you say too much to him, he'll slap the shit out of you.
That part.
Like,
that part.
I don't think people really understand that. Like, when he say that, he reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather used to talk a lot of shit, and my grandfather backed that shit up every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was not motherfuckers be like, man, fuck your old ass, and all of a sudden, bow. Like, right. What the fuck you talking about?
Right. So, Kwame, he has a pretty big following on YouTube as well. He did a video, laughing about the situation because him and Gilbert have been going back and forth for a while. And, Gilbert is known to have no chill. That's his name, No Chill Gil, on Instagram. He will say some shit. And he done some shit. That man has done some shit. But yeah. He said some, some fucked up things about Kwame or whatever. So this was Kwame's get back. Watching that video, boy, he laughed, he joked, and and then apparently he got backlash for it because a lot of people are on the whole, I don't want to see no black men go to jail type shit, and we shouldn't be laughing at people going to jail and all that kind of stuff. So he ended up putting out another video saying that, like, y'all not about to tell me that I can't laugh at this shit. This man has talked about my deceased mother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
what are you doing?
Right. So yeah. Yeah, if you got an hour, Kwame did a video, going in on Gilbert's ass right after the arrest. But yeah, like I said, Gilbert says that he ain't got no parts in it. He just rented the house. So we'll see if that sticks. But it's so crazy. It's like, kind of like that whole cash out thing. Like, he's kind of low on the totem pole. He's not the face of it or anything like that. And because they were investigating somebody else, he got caught up in some shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see.
I'm so because I'm torn. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, real shit. I'm torn with this. And the reason why I'm torn with this is because not that I'm on Gilbert Arenas' side. I'm on what I'm one of those sticklers of what people say. Gilbert was one of those people that I know he does everything that he has done in life. But I figured once he got older, he was going to be a different type of individual. And like for a couple of years, not even gonna lie, a decade, Gilbert has been being a different type of dude. And he's always been like, as much as No Chill Gil goes out there and says some outlandish shit, he also gives you some gems. Because I remember when Gil used to tell, he was like, every black man that has money, you have to realize this: you can't be out and about and doing outlandish shit after 10 o'clock, because you got the most outrageous and aggressive people out there. And that ain't got nothing to do with the streets. It has everything to do with the police.
Yeah.
They're looking, but like Gilbert would give you these gems where you think Gilbert is really like safeguarding himself and staying home. But to be a part of this is one of those things where you like, damn, like it's coercion 101. Like when your mother said, do what I say, not as I do type of jazz. And so I'm looking at this and I'm torn, because I'm like, damn, Gil, like what was you doing? And the fact that you were actually sponsored. So this is my thing. The fact that you were actually sponsored by a legal gambling company and you got caught up in illegal gambling lets me know that you still was on some bullshit for real. And the affiliates you were tied with, because you would have never got caught up if you was still, because the honest to God truth, everybody and their mama know at least 3 spots you can go to gamble.
Yeah.
You can have a good time, and it's illegal, 100%. But you know what they don't have in there? Drug affiliates and motherfuckers that are related to a crime syndicate from overseas, my nigga. Like
that part.
Let's just keep this 100. Like let's just put this all on the table. You were dealing with people that are literally and the Asian dudes in the Asian dude voice, I'm an international criminal. Like you were dealing with international criminals. And you thought that was gonna fly? You thought you were gonna fly under the radar? I'm just renting the house. Like, I'm not saying that what he's saying is not true. But what I'm saying is, why would you rent a house knowing it's affiliated with an international criminal? Like, let's make this make sense. I'm so torn, because I'm like, God dang, dude. Like, again, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. In my Tyra voice, we were rooting for you. We were rooting for you. And then this happened. It's like, you got to understand, sometimes you got to step away. And I don't know because how this played out, it was the, they were gambling millions and millions of dollars. And that's where tax evasion comes in, because now it's not being taxed. And then at the same time, the house was getting money. So you saying you're renting the house doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Because why would you rent a house that was the house got to get money first if you wasn't a part of the syndicate?
Yeah.
But that's just me. Not saying that a lawyer can't chop that up the way they want it to be.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, even if that was the case, so even if he was just renting the house, these things were going on while you were renting the house. So when the house got paid, you got paid too, Gil.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it a beam right there.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
Right, because you ain't doing it just because.
You're not. You think I'm renting a house where it's 50 international criminals coming in here gambling, and I'm like, shit, y'all got to give me something over to flip. My kids is here. Like, like, you think I'm not getting money off? Like, let's just keep it a beam.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
I don't think you are either.
And I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you are either. I think you might be onto something. But it's very, very, very early in this story. So we will definitely be keeping our good eye on it, because I'm just curious on the outcome of this. You know, what will they unearth? You know,
I want the best for you, Gil. I really do respect the man that you grew into. Like just keeping it a bean. I really do respect Gilbert Arenas because out of all of the controversy that Gilbert went through, he still came out on top. And so I want you to continue to go come out on top.
Right.
So I really do respect it, man. You are a great father. Let's just keep it 100. You are a dope ass dad. Your kids are amazing.
Yeah.
So that
he just sucked as a mate. He sucked ass as a mate. That man is scandalous. But I digress. This has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, there we go. Like I said this in the podcast before. Like, all right, here we go now. But I'll let you have that though.
Hey. But he's crafty. He's very crafty. He's very, very crafty. And
I want the best for the man that I thought you was, Gilbert. Like that 100%. And I think I'm not lying at the man you are. I just think you made a bad decision just because of the money.
Right. You know, players fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just is what it is. So yeah, we'll definitely keep this keep our good eye on this and update when we have updates. So yeah, so that's Mr. Arenas. Next up, oh geez. All right, so next up is Dr. Umar.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. All of my Pan-Africans and my my Cuban Africans, my Jamaican Africans, my Puerto Rican Africans, my USA Africans, my people out of Chicago, my people out of Kansas City, my people out of St. Louis, my people out of Illinois, all of the peace and Pan-Africanism.
Yes. I am Dr. Umar Alfatunde. Ifatunde. Yeah. You know, the Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for Boys. We still haven't opened it yet. We are still collecting donations for it. We still need a roof. We need a roof. We need a roof.
Now we'll focus on the doors. We got everything together. We'll focus on the doors. You know, the locks have to be a certain way. And so now everybody, we'll focus on the doors. Once we get those doors together, I hate to say it like this, but you know, we have put our money into some people and some people has played us. But you know what it is? Sometimes you can't put all your black dollars in the black dollars.
Yes, absolutely. You know, Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Yeah. 5 thick in the thighs.
Right.
5 thick in the thighs. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Right. Donations. All right. So, Dr. Umar, you know, took to the internet to inform us that he is in a bit of a kerfuffle.
you just come off with that off the cuff?
A little bit, yeah. So he needs some funds because his funds are frozen. He is overseas. I believe he's in Africa. And he was contacted by a friend and was asking for some funds. And so he agreed to send the friend some funds. And when he tried to access his online banking, he could not. So he called, and through a series of conversations, he found out that his accounts are froze. This account he's had for umpteen years. He's been banking with this bank for umpteen years. He also has the FDMG Academies account with them as well. Both of the accounts are frozen right now. And he the Prince of Pan-Africanism is without funds. So he took to his supporters and he internet panhandled basically. So yeah. Now I don't know what the update is as far as did he get the funds? Is he stranded or what have you? I have no idea what the update is on that. However, what I have seen is people like this some bullshit. They're not buying the story at all. And they're basically like still like, you know, you've been building on this school for the past 15 years and it's still not open. What are you doing with the funds? Which they have been asking that for a while, but now he's just straight up asking for money for him personally. So you know, he has come under a lot of scrutiny for a lot of things recently. But he's always been under scrutiny, but it just seemed like he's been in the news a lot recently. There was a person that he was involved with romantically that he came out and said some disparaging things about her. And so she came out and clapped back and did a whole interview with another YouTuber, Storm Monroe, and went into detail.
We would love to get you here.
Yes. She actually is a Kansas City native. So
Kansas City natives, and we all a little cuckoo. Shout out to Taylor. Like, dude, dude.
Yeah, this has been a peculiar case. Because she came out, and basically clapped back and spilled a lot of tea on his personal life, and it doesn't sound enticing at all. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is not living like a prince of anything, actually. And yeah, it's when you think of somebody in such a high regard and then somebody tells you some stuff about them, it's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around and you make this video panhandling. It's like, damn, again. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but it makes you really want to question everything you've been told about him or told from him. But yeah, what are your thoughts about this?
All right, first I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be totally professional when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
I totally drank the Kool-Aid with Dr. Umar. I thought he was an intelligent man. I thought he was not only brilliant, but what he was bringing to the table as far as bringing a boys and girls school to Delaware. I thought that was amazing. I have been a contributor. I have actually sent money. So I thought, because with that whole controversy at one time, how they was like LeBron opened up a school and Dr. Umar still trying to get this school. I had my jokes, but at the same time that I had my jokes on the slide, I was really like sliding money because I thought, as a child psychologist, you would have the best school because it's not a charter school, it's an African-centered school. And me growing up in an African-centered school was the reason I truly believe was the reason that molded me to the person I am. So I was a contributor to this.
Okay.
And I always respected Dr. Umar. I watched him go from being somebody that you should highly respect to being somebody that became a scammer. Just because I watched all interviews. I'm talking about, I literally used to go on YouTube and go Dr. Umar Johnson and watch interviews, and it was always something different. One red flag that popped up with me was when he mentioned that he got the floors painted and he was trying to get the HVAC done. And Lord Tyreek said, I can find somebody that can do that for you straight out. And he said he didn't want no help.
Yeah.
That was a red flag for me. I started falling back because real shit, like, and I'm not telling nobody I spent like a bunch of money. Like, no, I was literally giving this man like $25 a month type of jazz.
For how long?
And I did a bunch of extra shit.
You gave him $25 a month for how long?
Since probably 2022.
Till when?
Till 2000 and it was probably last year or the year before last.
Okay. So at best 2 years.
Yeah, best 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm doing, and another red flag popped up for me is he talked about like I said, being funny. He talked about the doors. I happen to work at a facility that like we actually have plenty of things, and one thing that we do have is a facility for we actually have a school. It don't take that much to get those doors, even locks on the doors. And when he was saying that was, I was like, that was another red flag. And I said, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna watch him, but I ain't gonna really. I'm done with paying this nigga because I think he playing me.
Yeah.
You know, and then it got to the situation where I started seeing him doing more interviews, talking about going right back to the hazmat unit is messed up. Like, I went through this whole thing. I'm like, oh, we're going back and forth. We're going back and forth. We're going back and forth. This man is fucking playing us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was one of those people that drunk the Kool-Aid. And then on a professional level, I drunk the Kool-Aid. And then I realized that, no, this is not what it is. And then so happened, I just came across, or excuse me, I didn't come across. Lindsay happened to show me a video of a beautiful woman from the city. Like I tell everybody from the gate, it will never be any Missouri slander in me. And so when I seen that, I still couldn't find her on Instagram, but I did watch that, and I did watch other videos, and I watched how he disrespected her and how she said, oh, if you think you're going to go to the floor, I'm going to go to the first level of Dante's Inferno. I'm going to. And I was like, oh, shit, my red flags was right. This man has been scamming us for fucking 15 years. I'm thinking that, again, on my professional side, I'm thinking, yeah, he's trying to do it by himself because he doesn't want any government backing. Truth be told, he is using and scamming us. And he's been scamming us for years. And it took somebody from the town to expose that shit. Yeah. And I really respect that. And I grew up with 10 sisters, so I love women. I ain't never gonna say what women are doing it wrong. Because sometimes, yeah, the approach might be crazy, But women need to really step on some of you niggas' necks. And I love how she stepped on that nigga neck, and she keeps stepping on that nigga neck. And I would love for you to be on this show because I'm one of those people. Like I told Lindsay, I'm a Umar fan. But when I found out this shit, this is when I knew, on top of what I've already feeling anyway, you're a goddamn scammer. Because one thing about Kansas City women will expose you to the core. I'm talking about they'll expose how you ain't shit, your mama ain't shit, your brothers ain't shit. And if I catch wind of some of your cousins, I bet you they'll let me fuck and I'll show you they ain't shit either.
Yeah.
And that's what we seeing.
Yeah.
On my professional side, turning back to my professional side, Umar, you think everybody are dummies. What you don't understand is when you say things, like you said things, my accounts are frozen. Why? It's because of this and that. And we think because of Medea, you're going to call this woman Medea because she has gray hair. I'm going to let you ride on that. What I'm going to say
that's what he was doing when I thought he was talking about Tyler Perry. Lord have mercy.
Nope. He was talking about her because she has gray hair.
Right.
She's grade young.
Right.
What I would say is this. When you start doing that, what you have to realize is if any fraudulent things happen to people's accounts, sometimes it becomes public because public records show up.
Yeah.
So what I did, hey, what's up, y'all? I'm that dude. I'm an asshole. Not even trying to be like that, but because I've YouTube certain things, so I know how to look up certain shit.
Yeah.
Dude, your tax records are fucked up.
Yeah. I saw a video where the dude explained how his tax records are fucked up.
So as a person that owes taxes, I know how to go on the interweb and look for taxes.
Yeah.
Because I owed before. Your tax records are fucked up. You have literal years where you say you didn't make no money. But at the same time, on record, it says that your business account alone accumulated over $700,000.
Yep.
So I'm not saying that Dr. Umar is a scammer. Not saying that. I'm saying Dr. Umar is a fuck nigga.
Yeah.
And we've all been blinded to it. Me, myself included.
Yeah. Now I can agree with that because I don't necessarily want to put that scammer title on him either. Because I do believe that he wants to open a school. I do believe that he wants to do it on his own because I did see where several people have offered to assist because it's a great vision. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's that much of a narcissist that he does not want to take any assistance from anyone because he wants to be the one that says, I got this done.
Exactly.
You know, by myself. Even though he can never fully say he got it done by himself because of the donations. You know, so but yeah. And you know, there is a school. It is there. And it has been worked on. But I just can't fully be like this nigga a scammer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
but he is a fuck nigga. Like
he's a
you're
fuck
right
nigga.
about that.
You're
definitely right about that.
All of that shit you were telling us what not to do, you are doing.
Mm-hmm.
You are taking advantage of people to the point where, because receipts have been shown, you have been threatening people. So I'll say this. The only way that you are going to make this right is if that school opens by the end of next year.
I thought it was supposed to open the end of this year.
It was supposed to, but if you pull up to the school Even the windows are still boarded.
Well,
Like, and that's the thing. This is why I love I love Kansas City people, period, because we're the show me state. Like, this is the thing. Like, you got to show and prove that you can do this. The only way we gonna really back you and have your back and have loyalty is if you show and prove. This the show me state. We have never been on no. The only motherfucker we follow blindly is God.
Yeah.
God. Real shit. Everybody else, you got to show that you about this shit.
Right.
And my Kansas City lady has been showing everything. And shout out to my Jersey homeboy. I got a Jersey homeboy that actually pulled up to the school, and it looks like nothing has been touched except the gym.
Yeah.
So that means you've been and because I'm not even gonna talk about what she said. If I get her on, I want her to say it. I'll just talk about what I've seen.
Right.
Through the interwebs.
Yeah.
You don't even have windows or doors yet. Like, you got doors and you probably have windows, but they're not approved yet. Because you still have boards on top of them. Like, let's just keep this a bean, Umar. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, like you say, because the last interview I seen from him, because again, like I told you before this podcast, I'm an Umar fan.
Yeah.
The last video I seen from him, and he said the only thing they were waiting on was the doors. And then I found out you haven't even figured out staff yet. These are things that we need to worry about. These are things that should be in place anyway.
Right.
Even before building out, and it's only because in my field, I have been privy to certain things, and I know this before, because we're opening up another facility. And you know what we did before we did that? We hired people for it.
Yeah. Right. Because you want to be ready when it's time to open the doors. And I heard that too, that he doesn't have staff, and it's like, when do you anticipate this opening? Or do you anticipate like getting it all the way together and then start opening, because you really don't have a clue what you're doing and you don't know exactly when this shit is going to open?
That's why you need to always because again, I'm an Umar fan, so I see his vision. I'm still not acting like I don't fuck with his vision. What I'm saying is that narcissistic way you're going by things, you're going by things the wrong way, especially if you're going to deal with children like I deal with children.
Yeah. You
got to have people in place. Two heads are always better than one, Umar.
Yep.
Ifatunde.
Right.
So what you're doing is putting a bad light on you. And from what I heard about the beautiful woman from Kansas City is you have no intention of doing what you said you were doing. You have every intention of just making it all about you. And it looks like this is true, because my thing in a nutshell is this, because I'm not going to downplay you or disrespect you. I guess if you thought disrespect was calling you a fuck nigga, but I'm telling you, fuck niggas can turn around. But what I'm saying is this. As a fuck nigga, my God, what you need to worry about is this: getting the proper planning for what you are asking for donations for. And then let's just keep it a total bean. Never ever panhandle. You are the Prince of Pan-Af. I don't know why you're the prince. I don't know where the king is, but you're the Prince of Pan-Africanism. It's like the prince, like I don't know for my anime fans, when Vegeta keep on saying I'm the Prince of all Saiyans, your daddy is dead. You're the king now. What are we talking about? But what I'm saying is this: as the Prince of Pan-Africanism, And as someone who has all these degrees,
Mm-hmm.
get a fucking job.
Yeah.
Get a fucking job.
I mean, that's
And
pretty
that's
much
not
where we're at this
disrespectful.
point.
That's just being 100 with you. If
Right.
things are happening like this, where they're questioning if you are being a fraud or not, go get a fucking job.
I mean, that's pretty much where we're at this point. Like, go get a job. You know, if you have all of these degrees and whatnot, it shouldn't be a problem for you to work in that field. You know, so I don't know. Like, it doesn't look good. I tell you that much. It does not look good.
It
But
should be it should be easy squeezy, lemon, and whatever the saying is.
easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Because I was about to say something derogatory and I didn't, because that's how I grew up. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, go get a job. Show people what you're doing. If you keep showing people that you're about the people, that you're actually trying to work for the people,
Yeah.
dude, I will even admit, I will start donating again. What you're doing, though, by panhandling, I don't pay attention to panhandlers.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about what the lady from Missouri said. I'm just going to talk about what I seen. And that whole play of my homeboy tried to ask me for money, that's a lie.
Yeah.
Let's just cut
It doesn't
that
even
out.
make sense.
Let's stop acting like everybody is stupid.
Yeah.
No, that ain't how banks work.
No.
If your shit was frozen, they would have hit you. My bank hits me up every time I make a purchase. I'm just keeping it a beam. One time I went to Colombia and made a purchase, and the bank shut my shit down because they said, "Nigga, you don't even travel outside the city."
Yeah. Like this.
And I had to call and rectify it.
Yeah. Right.
So if I know that, then I know your shit wasn't just frozen out of the blue like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're just playing gas. Stop playing gas. Another red flag. That's why people think you're a scammer. I don't believe you're a scammer. I just believe you are moving about it the wrong way, and you are taking advantage of a lot of women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just clear that air. You're taking advantage of a lot of women.
Yeah. Now
I would let the women talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it.
That I do believe. I do believe that he's doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell, Dr. Umar. You know, I hope that what we are seeing is not a downward spiral of him. But I mean, I guess we will see. So yeah.
Again, dealing with a Kansas City woman. I just know this. I just know this because, again, I've been privy to having 10 sisters growing up. I got sisters that are private. I got sisters that are calm, cool, and collective. And I got sisters that will ruin your reputation. Like, I'm talking about, I have sisters that will make sure you won't get a job. Like, flat out. Because I know how it's a woman scorned is way harder than what y'all really actually think it is. A woman would do her due diligence to make, on top of making herself better. Like, that's the whole thing that people don't even get in a nutshell. A woman will excel. She'll get degrees. She will get certificates, and she will be the bomb while destroying your career. I've seen it happen in real time.
Yeah, and not feel no ways about it,
and don't give not two fucks about it,
yeah.
And to tell your mama you ain't shit either.
Right, but the mama low-key already know. Right. The mama low-key already know because she a woman at the end of the day too.
Man,
but yeah. So that's Dr. Umar. So our last story is Ari Lennox. So Ari Lennox took to her social media the other day to discuss her personal feelings about being a child watching Martin, the TV show. She did acknowledge that she did enjoy it. However, she did not like the way that Pam was treated. And, she took it personally as a dark-skinned woman. And so this has been a big debate online. Because some people do see the colorism in the whole Martin versus Pam exchange that they had on the series, and some people are like, that has nothing to do with nothing. Me personally, like, anybody that knows me knows that that's my favorite show ever since I was in elementary school. So I do not feel like there was colorism at play in regards to the way that Pam and Martin interacted with one another.
Because it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't like there was not one dark skin joke between the two. It wasn't like Martin was cracking on Pam and Pam never had any comebacks. Pam was going hard on Martin too. And on top of that, everybody got it. Everybody got it, especially from Martin. Even Gina got it from Martin. You know what I'm saying? And then Pam, some of the best clapbacks that Pam did were so good that Martin, the actor, broke character. So as far as their banter, and then that was their banter, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who has like a best friend that's in a relationship and y'all hang out and whatnot, you may, like, you being the best friend, you may have that type of banter with your best friend's boyfriend. Not necessarily to that extent, but it will be some type of banter. Like, if y'all get along and y'all hang out and stuff, yeah. Now, if y'all don't like each other, that's something totally different. But
a third wheel is a third wheel.
Yeah. So,
like, let's not do that. Like,
like
just being fair. Like, cracking jokes about, oh shit, she got to show up every time. Like, but you're not gonna give a fuck because you love your bitch. Like, this, it just is what it. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk.
Yeah, but yeah, like their banter wasn't it wasn't colorism. Now, the way that people perceive it is the way that they perceive it. They can, like, I can't make nobody perceive it no other way. Like, if you feel like it was, then that's your feeling. But you're looking at it surface level. And people can't help the way they look surface level. Like, Gina's light skin, Pam's dark skin. They kind of was like a comedic duo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they can't help the fact that one of them was dark, one of them was light. And when you look at both of them, I mean, Pam was the one that was like, she was the one,
stacked.
Yeah, she was stacked. She was
bad, beautiful.
Yeah,
natural.
I mean, and not taking away from Tisha Campbell, because she's beautiful as well.
Exactly, but I'm just saying, naturally black and beautiful. That is exactly what she was saying. That exuberated through the whole thing.
Yeah, and then like and you can tell that some of the things were on purpose, because they will have Gina like dressed kind of bland, and then Pam will be very trendy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Pam was pretty hip. Gina wasn't.
You took one of my arguments out of the equation.
Yeah. So like, if it was really If it was really like that, then it kind of would be reversed. You know what I'm saying? If they was really on that type of time. I just honestly don't think they were on that type of time. That they just had two dips, as Martin would call them. Like you want vanilla, you want chocolate. It's two dips.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So I think as far as like Ari Lennox is very sensitive and she can find something wrong with anything. But if you really felt some type of way, you need to go over there and get some therapy, because I'm tired. Because what you're not gonna do is make this a thing. That show been over for almost 30 years. We're not about to do this now. We're not.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So, but what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are this, because I have plenty of thoughts about this whole situation. One is, before I get into my whole rant, I will say this: Miss Lennox, this ain't the way to forever be popular, like to get your name out. This was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
The wrong thing to do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Martin Show has been through so many controversies throughout the years and still managed to come out clean.
Yeah.
Another thing is to say this: Pam herself never felt that way. It'd be a difference if this was a situation with the Fresh Prince with the original on where they had corals. Never felt that way.
Yeah.
Another thing is, because I don't think you really know, because like you said yourself, you were a kid watching it, and not you wasn't even a kid, you were a baby.
Right, because how old is she?
You were a baby whenever someone told you. Everybody forgets that episode. So everybody on that show thought Pam was bad. So for you to think those jokes were demeaning her, it's wrong. Another thing I don't think you pay attention to, Miss Lennox, is Miss Arnold was writing for the show. So she was also writing those jokes.
And furthermore, just to put 20 on 10, if Martin, the actor, felt this way about Tashina Arnold, he would not have casted her as his wife on movies. Like that was his wife in Wild Hogs. So if he really felt this way about dark-skinned women, or was a colorist or anything of the sort, she wouldn't have been his wife ever. Like it's not like people start to just be trying to go too woke. And no.
That's my whole thing in a nutshell. It's when you're reaching for a certain amount of views, be careful. Be very careful, because what you did is you reached for views and for likes, and you just happen to not know, because like you said, you watched it as a kid. You didn't watch it at all. Your parents watched it, or whoever was watching you was watching it. What you're doing is trying to make an issue where an issue doesn't need to be made.
Basically.
Because let's just keep it a being like this. The Martin Show was Martin Lawrence not only cracking jokes on Miss Arnold, but his best friend, his other best friend, and the transgender fluid motherfucker next door. So if you had an argument, you picked the wrong one.
Yeah, he cracked on his girlfriend.
yeah, you picked on a situation where not only was she not downplayed, she gave him so much banter that even he had to break character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, shout out to my young people, everybody that I know that are under 30. I love y'all. Real life. Think y'all the shit. I think y'all can make this world an amazing place. But some of y'all reach where it should not be reaching.
Mm-hmm.
In your case, you reach where it should not be reaching. That Martin never disrespected Pam to the point where it will become colorism. To the point where I'll even go this way.
Right.
Martin Lawrence made a show where not only did he display Miss Arnold in a light of she can handle certain situations, but she was handling those situations not only with men, but in a corporate society. You didn't watch the show. You didn't watch how tough Pam actually was.
Right.
You didn't, yeah, you can say that, but you didn't watch that show. Pam made sure that Gina became who she was, because Gina was so she was soft spoken.
Yeah.
So let's keep it a beam right there, and then let's talk about Gina. You said that in the beginning of it. Gina was, if we're gonna do any type of colorism, you should have talked about how Martin was the way he was and how he was trying to put his masculinity on top of his light-skinned woman. And Gina was the one telling her to get her bootstraps up and keep it moving. Let's just keep that a beam. Y'all didn't really watch the show for real if you think that that's what it was about. Mm-hmm. Because Martin was flexing on Gina. And Gina was crying, and Pam would be like, girl, you need to. She was the epitome of a strong black woman, and she was dark-skinned.
Yeah.
Like, let's not do that. Again, I will say this all the time. Miss Lennox, I ain't got no problem with you, but I don't really think you watched that show in the full integrity of what that show was.
Yeah.
If you did, you would never say no shit like that. When you watch that and you seen how he played her, you didn't even watch her comebacks. You didn't watch how she downplayed him.
Good.
Yeah, if we're gonna go on colorism, she downplayed him on dwarfism.
Yes, I said that too. I said that online. So I'm like, if we're gonna do this whole colorism argument, are we gonna do the small or the short people argument? Because if Jason Mitchell comes out and be like, you know what, I was triggered when I watched Martin when Pam would come after him and call him a leprechaun and all this kind of stuff. How are we gonna react to that? Are we gonna be like, oh, they shouldn't have done that?
Yeah, you got to make the argument right. You didn't make the argument right.
What she did was she projected her own insecurities onto that show, and she only saw the negative. She never saw the clap back because she was so triggered that she couldn't get out of her head. Because this didn't have nothing to do with her.
Exactly. Let's keep it a total beam. You talk about how Martin did that. Let's go into the meat and potatoes of it. Because I said this earlier today, and I'll say this online. The thing that you should have talked about is how much a strong black woman loved a strong black man that everybody thought was counted out.
Yes.
Because let's just keep it a beam. Pam loved Tommy's dirty draws. Nobody even knew what. Everybody thinks Tommy's a drug dealer. Nobody ever knew what Tommy did, but you know what Tommy did do? Take care of fucking Pam.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the show for what it is. If you've seen the show, you didn't see the show for real, Miss Lennox. You didn't see the show for real, because you would have seen all of the aspects of what it was to be a part of a culture that not only roasted each other, but took care of each other as a village.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say about that, because I don't want to disrespect you, Miss Lennox. I just think that you are vastly mistaken with what you just said.
Yeah.
And how you are continuing to try to step down on it. The more and more you try to defend yourself, the more and more I know you didn't watch the show for real.
No. 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 And the more and more I am right about how some woke people need to take a nap.
100%. Some of you niggas need to go to. I don't even think y'all understand the definition of what woke is to certain things. Because that's not a reason to be woke. That's not, man, come on, man. If we're going to go through the whole arsenal of what we grew up on, it is so many things that we can talk about as far as sitcoms.
Yeah.
It is so many things. But Martin, the show Martin,
no.
Not only did that highlight everybody and put everybody in a great light, it also gave you familiarity to everybody in every genre. Like let's keep it a beat. You got your strong black male. Truth be told, you got 3 strong black males. You got 2 strong black women. You have your independent black woman that stayed there, Shanae, and her friend that was also independent, not needing nobody to take care of them.
Kilolo.
On top of that, they went to a black bar every night.
Nipsey's.
On top of that, the characters, Black Belt Jones, like Jerome Crooked Teeth ass didn't have to work. It didn't have to ask a nigga for a dime. Everybody, you can talk about him all you want, but he came through in MCM suits every time. That man was taking care of himself. Let's just keep it a beam on how he took characters and made them superior over what you thought the stereotypical norm was. Let's just do that. But you can't do that if you haven't watched the show. Like Bro Man from the Fifth Floor. If you want to talk about anybody, let's talk about Bro Man from the Fifth Floor. They allowed that. This was the equivalent of white people leaving their door unlocked. They allowed this man to literally climb through their window and make food and leave. If you don't think that was the epitome of we all working as a village, you out of your rabbit ass mind.
That was a community, okay?
That was a community. This nigga knew, at least I can go down here and make me a sandwich.
Right.
I'm making me a sandwich. And he didn't give a fuck. Martin would literally talk to him and then go to fuck to work.
Right.
Don't even question why this nigga in his house.
Right.
If y'all not, man, you didn't watch the show, Miss Lennox. You didn't watch the show.
Nope. She saw one joke got triggered and was in her head after that. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? And now you want to get on the internet and try to condemn this show, and we not having that shit. Not over here.
No. Let's put this in perspective.
Yeah.
Let you have your guy friend over. Like, let's do that. And the dude or the person that stays right next to you walks right into your door and air fries chicken. And he like, who the fuck is this? And you like, oh, that's the nigga from next door. He cool. And you keep it moving. This is Martin's show showed you a community.
Yeah, it did.
We don't even know this nigga name. This nigga is literally Bro Man from the Fifth Floor.
Right.
And let's just keep it a bean on this. Bro Man from the Fifth Floor had wisdom.
Yeah.
And Martin would have left Gina if it wasn't for Bro Man from the fifth floor.
Yeah. Because, Fraud and them said, wait, hold on. Who was Fraud and them?
Bro.
So, yeah.
Bro Man from the fifth floor said, hey, man, sometimes you probably just need to listen to your lady while making sandwiches.
Right.
Are we not paying it? You didn't watch the show.
Right. We're definitely not doing this. Like, we're not doing this. Like, Martin will forever be a classic. We're not about to put that colorism bullshit on that show.
Hell the fuck.
Find something else to do with your time. That's all I can say. Find something else to do with your time.
This ain't what you need to do to try to rekindle whatever your career is. Yeah. Make some music.
Right. You're not about to heal your childhood trauma off of fucking Martin. We're not doing it. No. The answer is no.
No. Hell no. And again, I know the Martin show went through its controversies. But you're not going to act like
it's not that.
It didn't put a normal situations and make them funny in certain situations, because it's literally people that live like that till this day. 100%. Man, I just to even keep it a bean. I remember when my sister stayed on 27th Street and we were in an apartment complex, all of us took care of each other. It was times where, because I had to, my sister would leave. I would come there for the summer. My sister would be gone. Bow. Mm-hmm. And I knew every person in all of those apartment complexes. It was times where they know I got my 4 nieces. And it was a dude, shout out to that nigga Trev. Trev used to be like, bro, I want to take my lady out. Can you watch my kids? I give you like $20 when I get back, and then I'll order y'all some chicken. Like real shit. And but that was community. And I was like, bet. And he knew. He knew how. He was like, shit, he little nigga just about to stay there, he about to take care of them kids. He been doing this shit for summers. And so he used to just be like, boom, I'm gonna leave my 3 little girls over here, and I'm about to kick it with my bitch. And then I'll come back. But I know I made sure all them niggas eat.
Right.
I bought a box of chicken.
Right.
We good. We gonna go to the comedy show, and then I'm gonna get them motherfuckers when we come back, or I'll get them motherfuckers in the morning, because I'm pretty sure he put them to sleep.
Yeah. Right. And
it wasn't no extra, none of that. Like nobody thought motherfuckers was doing anything extra with their kids. It was actual community.
Right. They thought they was going to have a slumber party. They didn't know they was getting watched.
That was a whole dude. I'm like, and in those moments, I was literally watching the Martin Lawrence show.
Right.
So yeah, you can't tell me it had anything to do with color. First of all, look at me. I would have never thought it was colorism.
Yeah.
Dude, off the flip, people used to think I was lying when I told people what my nationality was. Nigga, you a nigga. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then when it came out, everybody like, oh, I can tell because your hair was cut. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So you're not about to do that. You can't do that with the Martin. I'm sorry. No. You just can't do that with the Martin. And again, I'm not downplaying you, ma'am. It's just that was the wrong lane to pick.
Yeah. Wrong road. So that is Ari Lennox versus Martin. So I have a final thought. It's real simple. Get insurance. Get insurance. Especially when you got kids and a spouse. There should be no reason why you don't have insurance. So I'm not going to elaborate or anything like that. I feel like I shouldn't have to. Just get insurance. So yeah. Jerry's final thought. Take it away.
I will honestly say, with my journey, that right there, I don't understand how much of an assist you threw me. Real life. I
Yeah.
really don't. I'm just like, I don't know if that was in the cards, but yeah. My very final thought was always safeguarding yourself. Make sure that things are getting taken care of. It's so funny that Lindsay said this, because I was going to say, man, make sure that at the end of the day, when you actually cash out of here and it's actually like good night and you have to see something else, you can't come back to make sure that people are okay. So the only provision is to make sure people are okay right now. With that being said, it doesn't matter what insurance, because everybody talks about different things. Everybody wants to talk about term insurance, whole life insurance, other life insurances. What I will tell you is, if you're in a bracket of anything, if you have barely enough dollars, make sure that those dollars that you do have is at least going into term, and take care of yourself. Now, I'm not going to go to a spill of that, but what I will say is, if you want to build a legacy where your children don't have to go to everything that you went through, you want to pay that, whatever it is. I don't care if it's 25,000. I don't care if it's 100. I don't care if it's it could be $15,000. That's enough to bury you.
Yeah.
But make sure that you are taking care of that, because what nobody wants to do is have a GoFundMe or sell fish dinners just to send you off like they supposed to.
Right. Just to have a respectable, decent send off. Like, that's one thing that you don't have to burden your loved ones with, is trying to fund it.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. If you don't have any type of thing like that, I mean, just hit me up. Everybody that is watching us right now, just hit me up. Let me hook you up with somebody. And it's just not. I know I deal with Prime America, but I know plenty of people that do different type of insurances. It just always depends on your tax bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hook me up or hit me up, and I promise you, I will hook you up with somebody that will be beneficial for you. But I will also tell you, make sure that it is not only beneficial for you, but you're also in a financial situation where it can open up ways where before you die, you can receive your flowers.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that.
No.
Make sure when you get into insurance, make sure that you are also putting in money where you can actually receive your flowers before you go. Because you just don't want to be funneling money somewhere where it's not taking care of you in the long run.
Right.
And that's my rant. Hit me up if you want to know more. And as always, take care of yourself and others. That was wild how you did that, because I was about to do that, but you like, that was, I don't know if that was God.
It had to be, because we don't discuss what we're gonna end off with prior to. So yeah, that's that.
That was wild. Let me hook you up. Let me get y'all situated. I promise you, I'll get y'all situated with the people I know, or I will assist you with people that I know that are going to look out for your financial future. Like, real shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was episode 169 of the Ish We Talk, and we will see you guys for episode 170. Bye.
Exactly.